What is up, guys? Welcome back to some more Karel programming, and today we're looking at commenting, which, just like in the past section, it's not really about the code itself, but it's about, you know, knowing what's going on with your code. So this is the hurdle Karel, where Karel is supposed to jump from here to there, and you can see that all the functions are commented. They all say what that function does, and there's the start function. And even in the start function, there's two lines that say that Karel jumps two hurdles in this program. So it's just telling us what the start function is supposed to do. There's like a little synopsis of the project. This program has Karel jump over two hurdles and then move all of the way to the edge of the world. Well, then we have the other functions, which, for example, here it even names a precondition. Karel has jumped the last hurdle and is facing east. Post condition, Karel is all of the way at the end of the world. This is basically telling when this code is going to kick in. So it's not inside of the start function, it's out here, but it's telling you when it's going to be triggered. So Karel has jumped the last hurdle, this one, and she is facing east, which is true. And then because of that, the post condition becomes true, that Karel is going to end up all the way at the end of the world. And yeah, we can pretty much get over this really quick. Like I said, commenting is just really good to keep track of what is where, you know. You don't want to have your code scribbled all over the place and not know where you left what. So here we have our tower building Karel, right? So if we go to assignment, take your two-tower program from earlier and comment each of the functions to explain what your program is doing. But since that would be too short, let's write it from scratch. So first let's start with the build function that is gonna make Karel, ooh, here's where the commenting comes in place. Makes Karel build a tower. Okay, now we can go into the code and actually start programming it. So if Karel would be here once again, she needs to turn left. Oops, that's not an uppercase L. Turn left, put a ball, move, put ball, turn left, and ooh, not turn left. What am I writing? It's a move. So put a ball, put a ball, put a ball. And then so we can reuse this code later. We're gonna have Karel finish this function being on top of the tower and then turning right. So she's facing east. And now here we're gonna do another comment, a function that makes Karel turn right. And now we're gonna do function turn right. Oops. And now we're gonna make the 3 turn left pieces of command. And there we go. And now we're gonna do another function that is gonna make Karel come down from the tower. Okay, so function down. This is literally the exact same code from the past one. So if she is up here facing the east, she has to turn right once. Then she's gonna move. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, move. And then she's gonna turn left. Pretty simple. So now this is gonna make Karel build a tower. This is gonna make Karel turn right. This is gonna make Karel come down from the tower. And then just for the heck of it, I can make the double step. So makes Karel take 2 steps. Function double step. Oops. Move. Move. And there we go. So now we gotta, this is once again not obligatory, nobody is forcing you to do this, but it really helps to know what is where and what each function does. So here, just for the heck of it, I'm gonna write a synopsis, like in the past example, you know? So, for here, I need the other type of commenting, which is a diagonal, and that, and then another diagonal. So, this program is going to make Karel build 2 towers, and then climb up the second one and face east at the top of the tower. Okay, so now we gotta put our functions into place. So first we're gonna have Karel move once, so she can be right at the bottom where she needs to build the tower. And then we can do the function build. Then when she builds, she's gonna be up here facing east. So now I'm gonna call down, so she comes down from the tower. Then double step, so she moves to the next position where she should be, and then finish it up with another build tower. So now if we press run, it's gonna run the command, and Karel should be in the second tower, facing east. There we go. And as you can see, once again, commenting helps a lot. So if this was a bigger program, if this was, I don't know, some role-playing game, some online RPG, and you had these huge amounts of code, like just to put into perspective, I don't know, let's copy this, and then let's just this is already like over 400 lines of code. And of course, this isn't even the beginning of how much an actual game would take. But now, because of this, all of your stuff has little comments on it. So in some cases, you can even use Control F to search inside of your code, and then you could be like, oh, I need to find the function where Karel builds that tower. So you're going to press build, and it's automatically going to highlight all of the build functions. But if it was a big program, it would only highlight that one variable or that one function. So very useful stuff. So now let's click submit and continue. Oops, I should probably try to take that back. Yep. Double step, build. Oops. And there we go. So if I run it, it's gonna build, turn right, and pretty much everything should stay the same. So now we're gonna submit and continue. And then at the final, we have a little reflection thingy and commenting. Like I said, commenting, really useful for knowing where everything is. Really useful for knowing what does each thing. If you have a variable, what does that variable measure? If you have a function, what is that function going to do? If you have a loop, what is that loop going to loop? You know? And in some cases, if you want it, you can just put it at the top of your code to summarize what your idea of that program would be. So, why is it important to comment on programs? To know where everything is. To know what everything does. Okay? And then what information is important to write in comments? Like I said, what does this do? What is it called? Why does it need to do this? Now this third one is a bit more, yeah, you can skip over it, but it's really important because, like, you know, why does Karel need to jump this hurdle using this? Well, because in this loop, it checks if Karel is facing a certain direction and why not. You know, it could be up there. So yeah, this is gonna be all for today. I am currently making an Instagram profile where I will post every now and then code related stuff, and you can also send messages there. And well, it's gonna be in a link below. Once you click on the link, it is going to take you to an ad fly page, which sorry, but I need to monetize somehow. Uh, you're gonna wait 5 seconds until in the top right you will see a skip ad button. Then you're gonna click on skip ad, and then you're gonna wait another 5 seconds if you're on your phone, or 10 seconds, and it should automatically direct you to where the Instagram account is. And now, if you're in a computer, you need to press allow. Like after you press skip ad, you're gonna press allow, and it's gonna redirect you to the page. So thank you very much for watching. I would really appreciate if you subscribe, if you comment, if you share. Uh, the Instagram is just there in case of any questions. And well, glad to see you and keep coding.